My name is Justin Ochoa. I am a mechanical engineer, and I was the procurement specialist for the team.
My name is Sofia Garcia. I am a computer engineer, and I'm the controls programmer for the drone.
My name is Eddie Mesa, and I'm part of the mechanical engineering team.
My name is Flavio Signoretti. I'm an electrical engineer on the team.
My name is Jalen Jones. I am an electrical engineer, and then my position on the team is some systems integrator.
We are working on a quadcopter, or a unmanned aerial vehicle. We were introduced into the project, told what we'd be doing, kind of did a short little analysis of what was going to be required for us to do, and started to brainstorm ideas. We wanted to come up with our solution.
We couldn't just have only the electrical and computer engineers working on hardware and software, and we couldn't just have the MEs working on the full build. We had a couple of the MEs. We had like Nathan and we had Eddie, who were really into like the embedded and the signals portion of it. So they really did go to the lab a lot and talk to us about it, and it did help us understand a different perspective from the ME side. And it helped with our development as well. But we had a lot of the electrical engineers like Flavio and Jalen walk into the ME lab and ask, okay, how are you guys doing this? And we understood that they had their own way of thinking for the configuration, but we had to step in at times and be like, oh, the actual configuration is like this, and we can't have the wires like flipping all over one side. And then we kind of had to change their logic. And at the end of the day, we needed all 10 people for this team. The MEs needed the ECEs, and ECEs definitely need the MEs.
I'd say the biggest worry was probably working with a team of 10. I've never been involved in such a big project, and especially a big project with 10 people. So I was really worried that, communication was going to be a problem. People were going to be, not really interested in the project at all and just kind of drop off halfway through. But fortunately, none of that happened. We all stayed pretty strong throughout it.
It was fun making the project. It made it interesting to come to school every day, knowing that you're gonna hang out with people you mesh with and make something cool.
The opportunity that we had to have previous iterations and previous experience, previous help from alumni and things like that nature. Of course, my sponsor Oscar, our advisor, and everybody else in between has definitely been a big help. Professor Schaefer, Professor Dora, they've all been a plethora of help in all between. Just putting things together, right? We've used all the knowledge that we've gotten from the fall, and then we've finally gotten the chance to apply it. With items that we procured have come in, with code that has been finalized, it's time finally to kind of just start putting the building blocks together.
Manufacturing was good. That was probably the quickest part of our experience. I mean, once we had all the pieces, it really didn't take too long to manufacture everything. It's kind of a challenge to go from design to reality, and we definitely ran into a few issues that we didn't foresee in the design.
This drone, which really helped with last year's drone and last year's team, they were both really solid resources in terms of just understanding more about something that I'd never worked with. The best resources were definitely the people. Mark Bruno was amazing, Professor Dora as well. They helped out so much, and it also just made me feel like I had somebody that I could go to that I knew would be right about it.
I mean, the budget helped a lot. That really helped us not feel like we really had to scrounge together a lot of stuff. We used quite a bit of the school's resources in terms of what was inside the workshop. And, a lot of the 3D printers, which were very nice.
An aha moment would be when I was coding, and I still had that mentality of I need to do everything from scratch. I can't do anything on my own. But then as I started playing with the mission planner and ground control station with the simulation, I realized, oh, there's not a lot I need to do on my own, but I need to know how to manage it. I need to know how to appropriately use the resources I have with me. And when I realized that, I was just like, aha,